Alrighty, YouTube, this is the last portion of my list that I'm correcting all these dumb nerds on YouTube. This is the top 5 wide receivers in the NFL overall. Okay, well, we're going to start out with number 5 here, and that's Calvin Johnson. He's no doubt a top 5. I wouldn't put him any lower. I would even put him at 4. But he's definitely the top 5. There's no question. He's not anything lower. This guy, another 1,000-yard catcher. He is always, willing to jump up and just grab the ball. He's a big physical guy. He's 6'5", and he can go up and get the ball. He's definitely those guys. He can go up and get the ball. An Andre Johnson type of wide receiver here, Kelvin Johnson. So that's number 5. Number 4, I don't know. I put him at 4. Just him and Calvin could swap positions. Deshaun Jackson, no doubt he's the top 5 wide receiver, especially the couple seasons he's had. Last year, this past season, another 1,000-yard season. The season before that, over 1,000-yard season with 9 touchdowns. He's a 16.7 career average for and that just shows you that he's such a deep threat. Probably the biggest deep threat in the NFL. He's probably and he can run the long ball as good as anybody. And no, that's not the only route he can run. Like I've heard a lot of idiots say, one in particular, but I won't mention him. No, he can go. He can go over the middle. He's not scared. He's a great running back. He's got great hands. I've never seen him drop the ball. He's fast. He's the fastest wide receiver in the game, hands down. And Deshaun Jackson is just amazing. He's had a great burst out couple seasons. He's going to continue to impress. So there it is. Number 4, D-Jack. Number 3, of course, he is top 3. I wouldn't put him any lower than top 3. Reggie Wayne. This guy, he's great. Not just because he has Peyton Manning, but he is a legit great wide receiver. This guy has been, I've heard people say he's been the best wide receiver over the past decade, and that may be true. That may be true. I would not argue that. I don't really have a problem with that. He gets 1,000 yards consistently, like every year. Like it's only his first 3 years he didn't get 1,000 yards, but after that, I mean, it's been 7 straight seasons with over 1,000 yards. 9 touchdowns, 10 touchdowns, 12 touchdowns, 10 touchdowns. Just an amazing wide receiver. He makes plays. Peyton Manning, he's an accurate passer, but he's not. He doesn't. Reggie Wayne makes plays. He'll dive for the ball. He'll catch the ball. He'll go up and get it. He makes plays, one-handed grabs, all the rest of it. He's the best. He is the best route runner in the game, and he's just another smart wide receiver. Just feeding off of Peyton Manning. He's just so talented, and that's what makes him number 3. Definitely an elite receiver. Number 2, another elite receiver in Larry Fitzgerald. This guy. He's just been phenomenal ever since he came in the league a few years back, and he led in 2009. He led the NFL lead in touchdown grabs. And last year he was one of the leaders, and the year before that, he's consistently a big, at least 10 touchdown guy. He'll get you those touchdowns. He'll lead in touchdowns big time. He's a great end zone threat. He's got great hands. He'll make plays, one-handed grabs easily, like it's nothing. Diving plays, just Larry Fitzgerald never drops the ball. Never drops the ball. I mean, he's just incredible. He's incredible. So Larry Fitzgerald, he's number 2. Number 1, he does have an advantage over Larry. He's a lot taller and bigger. 6'4", the whole inch makes the difference. Andre Johnson. The best wide receiver, I think. I think he's the best wide receiver in the league right now. Again, another 1,000-yard guy, and he'll get you high touchdowns, close to 10 touchdowns a year easily. He's dominant. I remember this past season there's a game, and just shows you how clutch Andre is and where you want to go to in the fourth quarter. They almost beat the Ravens. I think it was a 14, 17-point deficit. Came all the way back, fourth quarter, the whole drive, 8 catches and a touchdown. Andre Johnson, that same drive, just 8 catches and a touchdown. Kept throwing Andre. And eventually led to a touchdown. And Matt Schaub isn't a a great quarterback, but Andre definitely is a great elite wide receiver. He's 6'4", he's a big guy. he's 230, and he's a little bit heavier than Larry Fitzgerald, an inch bigger, makes all the difference. He's a guy that definitely goes up and get it. He's like Calvin Johnson, but better. He's definitely way better. He goes up and just grabs the ball. He's got those big mitts. He never drops the ball either. He sure hands like the elite 3 wide receivers are, and just makes Andre. He's just such a big guy, just such a big specimen. He's hard to guard. That's the thing that makes him, that's the thing that makes him hard. Is just he's just hard to guard. There's no doubt. Like I said, Reggie Wayne, he's 6 foot. Cornerbacks, they can guard him. Just Larry's 6'3", a little bit harder, and then Andre's 6'4". It's like, wow. And then you have Calvin, he's 6. I know he's 6'5", but just he doesn't have the speed like Andre does, and that's proven in their 40-yard dashes. So just Andre Johnson definitely the best receiver. Okay, guys. Well, I hope these top 5 were great. I hope you enjoyed them all. I know they're right, so whatever. And just please leave me your top 5s. I just want to see what you other guys think. Rate, comment, subscribe. Definitely subscribe. That's great. I'll subscribe to you. Comment. How do you think I did on these top 5s? I'd love to hear your feedback. I really would like to hear your feedback. And like I said, if you go out and put like Terrell Owens in the top 5, right? I mean, he's not it right now. You're wrong. Okay. If you go out and put friggin' Braylon Edwards in the top 5, I'll mark it as spam. So don't do that. And no Steelers wide receivers in the top 5. None of them are top 5. So I will mark it as spam as well. Alright, guys. Hope you enjoy the videos. See ya.